Okay. I fixed it, I think. I think I fixed it. Okay, now I think I fixed it. Okay, now I think I fixed it. Hello, Leo. Yes, for some reason my frame rate was at like not a good frame rate for streaming. Because I don't know how to separate frame rate for video recording and for streaming. Ugh. Yeah, I've not streamed since last year, so not okay, that's brilliant. I love that. I need to close unnecessary programs. Let me know if you can like actually hear me slash the music, because I'm not entirely convinced that anything is actually working. But how did that shift? I positioned it so perfectly to try to fit within my custom stream UI and it's already somehow moved. That is a tragedy. Well, I guess we'll fix it as we go along. Just tell me when something is broken. 'Cause that will happen. Quite sure of that. See, now that music's too loud for me. Honestly, Minecraft music is the perfect example of music that does that thing where it gets like really loud and then also really quiet. It just means it's really annoying to try to balance it for stuff like this. It's like the old Star Trek. Do the same thing. My god, 3 concurrent viewers. They call me John Stream. If I remember correctly, last time I had to stream, I could stream for about 30 seconds before I'd get multiple warnings from YouTube Studio. Currently running at 4 minutes 13, no warnings yet. That's certainly better than last time. I need to know this area. Dog, I barely got this to work, let alone playing something else on stream. Okay. That is for later on. Some other time. It's a miracle that this is working. This is gonna really suck. Don't need to worry about that bit, which is nice. However, the rest is gonna take significant time. I'd love to have snow going while I do this, so I don't have to do that, but I know for a fact that that will just immediately kill the bitrate of the stream. For anybody who is wondering what I am doing, which I doubt there is, I made a map, world border there, render distance low, can't see that, so just pretend that doesn't exist. The way I smoothed out the corners, unfortunately, kind of squidged a lot of the trees, and I'm just going in and cleaning that up so it doesn't look bad. Bro, how are you watching streams at school? My school was not that cool. Bye. Should be able to save your screen. Do one sort of circle around, just get rid of the stuff that shouldn't be there, and then do another, or actually blend it better. To get the snow back, I will just make it snow. I'm not gonna manually place that, but yeah, like stuff like this isn't great. Probably should have thought about that when I actually did this, but yeah. That won't despawn because of the logs. So I need that to be on top. There we go. There is definitely still something funky with the models in that. So that frame drop should not be happening. So this isn't going to be as bad as I thought it would. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of places where thankfully there weren't a lot of trees directly next to the edge. Which is really nice because I have done that and I still have all of that to go. Oh, I shouldn't fly up and see more stuff that's broken. It is unfortunate. My Z key is also my zoom, which means when I control Z with Axiom, it zooms me in. Which is very unfortunate. Especially if I need to do a bunch of it, just, yes. I don't know if I want to keep the stone on the edge. I feel like it might. World border goes down to here. Just gotta make sure the caves. Yeah, okay. That's about where the caves cut off. That's a good ravine. I originally generated this world in 1.13 to get sort of the old terrain generation. Because I wanted this map to kind of mimic PS3 Minecraft, which I have, and It's very fun. I believe the last update it got was what's it called? Update Aquatic. There we go. Which was 1.13. I mean, technically that's not exactly correct because console versions are not the same as Java, but it's about the equivalent. And this is meant to be like alternate reality PS3 Minecraft, where I get to have fun and change some stuff to mess with people, so when they play it, they're like, oh, that's like that. I don't know how to explain it better. Basically, it's just an excuse to mess with people, but I don't feel like they're doing, I pranked my friend in Minecraft with this mod, because I feel like that's just a little bit overdone at this point. So at least this is a little bit different. Why did I make this like a lump? It should have been smoothed down with it. I'm not sure why that did that. Kind of went, oop. I don't really want to fix it with Axiom, because it could just be natural. And I know I'm going to mess up more trees if I do that. Yeah, this part's not too bad. Still, do I want to... I need to look at images of the edge of the PS3 world to sort of see what it looks like. Because I think it changed through the versions, but it might have just been a straight cut with the ocean. I tried to blend this like kind of nicely, which I still think I'll keep because I think it does look a bit nicer, but I'm not actually sure if that's accurate to what it was. There's so much ice underneath here. Oh, brilliant. We got a... It's not a warning, it's just a suggestion. I will write that down. Increase stream bitrate. Audio bitrate, sorry. What's it saying? 128. Yeah, I am not very good at streaming. Haven't streamed in quite a while. I thought it'd be fun to do it again, because I've just kind of disappeared for a decent amount of time. It was 8 months since the last stream. When I looked, that's what it said. Oh, I gotta add back. That's a great idea. That just reminded me. I gotta add the killer bunny to this. Because as I said, this is just an excuse to mess with people. And I feel like the killer bunny is a prime example of that sort of thing. It's sad they removed it. As if that happened recently. That was quite a while ago, but still. It is a very fun little thing. Good reference too. Monty Python the Holy Grail was very funny. Oh, squid. I feel like my noise suppression is actually doing quite a good job because I can hear like, well, the sounds of a building being demolished like directly next to me. I don't see my microphone thing even lighting up a little bit unless I'm speaking. Here to say, OBS noise reduction, very good. Still getting clean audio while the building next door is getting demolished. It's not technically next door, it's like one house over, but it's still like very close. Very close by for a building being demolished while you're trying to do something that requires like kind of quiet. Can't tell if this looks like good or if it looks dodgy. I might end up just replacing this with grass because realistically it probably wouldn't be that difficult to just sort of run over it with the replace thing like that. I don't know. I mean, in 20 minutes we made it that far. So it's going to take like an hour to do each side. That one's obviously going to be fine because there's nothing there. Be worth it. It'll be a pretty cool map. I don't know if I'll remove the falling leaf particles or not, because I guess that's not really accurate to the version I'm trying to kind of mimic. Because I don't want to like say, oh, this is alternate PS3 Minecraft, and then not remove like features that are in the latest version. Because if I didn't remove them, it was just like, ooh, this was the alternate reality where it did get added earlier. Like it's kind of a bit, I don't know, a bit cheap. I feel like I can add enough unique stuff to make it actually interesting. Or at least I hope so. As anybody who has watched my videos before can tell, my upload schedule's pretty not great, so my motivation and whatnot is not always, that is way too tall. It's not very consistent. Even though I want to do things, it kind of just is very difficult to do them. Now I remember why I don't stream. My mouth gets so dry. I don't talk for like more than like 10 minutes every day, to be honest. I also tried to mimic what the PS3 border looked like by retexturing the world border to be just kind of like very transparent white, so there's like a line, but it's not like super noticeable. I may actually be getting this wrong because like the knowledge I'm getting off it was when I played it, because I bought myself PS3 Minecraft because I thought that would be very fun, and it was, but didn't play it a lot, and that was a little while ago. I couldn't find any very good screenshots of the edge, so I will have to sort of boot that up and play that again sometime. I missed one. I missed another one. Oh no, that one's kind of a bit too messed up. I love how I was like, oh, it'll be great for me to stream. Because streaming isn't like making videos. I can stream so much easier than making videos, which means there won't be such a gap between the content I make. And then I proceeded to not stream. It's a good idea in theory. Not particularly good in practice. My audio is probably horrible because I keep getting a suggestion to increase. Can I do this without... I don't know if I can do this without stopping stream. How do I even change audio bitrate? Ah, yes, I definitely need to not be streaming for that to happen. It's 160. What is it telling me to do? 128. That is above what it's asking me to do. So why is it... Yeah, audio bitrate is a... Okay. Wait. Oh, wow. I thought it said increase it. Yeah, it's lower. How is my audio bitrate 0? I feel like that's not good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's not good. I don't know what to do though, because I did set it to... I don't even know if I set it. I feel like that's just what it was by default. It's telling me to do 128, it's on 160. But it's still saying it's too low. It's also saying it's 0. This is very confusing. Can I manage to mess up trees this... Ooh. Foxy bug. Well, it's going in and out of saying that I need to do that, so I'm going to assume that it is not entirely necessary. And that if I ignore it, it will go away. Oh, look, it went away. I was correct. Yeah, how on earth did those trees all the way over there get messed up, but this mountain is fine? No idea how I managed to do that. Ah. Yeah, this is all actually fine. No, it is the same biome. Yeah, no, that's all good. See, this looks even more messed up than the stuff that I'm fixing. That's regular Minecraft messed up terrain. It's perfect. Yeah, everything. They lit. Yeah, here we go. See, now that might be worth... Yeah, I think I will do another pass around and change it back to grass. Because that mountain does look a little funky. Oh, I thought that was ice. Yeah, that too. I'll do that on the second one around. This is what I needed to fix. Because I can't have the desert temple being all funky. I don't know how to fix this. Oh, that's evidently not correct. Might as well do this while I'm here. Yeah, it also might be worth extending the sand into... Actually, this is not too bad. Over there would be good to extend the sand down ever so slightly. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look horrible. Oops. It's a 2 in that texture. Just going to assume that this is... I'll have to look at another desert temple, because this is definitely... Yeah, that's definitely not right. Actually, if I had to guess, it's probably just this. I don't know about those, though. I don't think that's correct. Good enough for now, though. See, now this is all good except for the sand. The old village. That is actually something. Yeah, I will have to remove that. That's not very 1.13. My idea is to kind of remove all of the mobs, at least remove them from spawning, that were added after 1.13, so then I can selectively re-add them with like heavily modified textures, so I can be like, this is a new mob. Because if you know anything about resource packs and data packs, adding entities is not particularly easy. I mean, there's animated Java, but I don't know how to use that, and I don't want to learn, so I will be doing this instead, because it is significantly easier. Still have the wavy grass. That looks like a mine shaft entrance. Yeah, I need to adapt the wavy grass textures for the old one, because I thought that would be something kind of cool to add some animated textures in this alternate reality. They added animated textures to stuff. Basically, it's just an excuse for me to add some fun things and watch people try to relearn how to play Minecraft. That might be a problem. Like, I can't stop that from doing that. Ooh, you know what would be a fun idea? Make this... Obviously change the texture to make it look more, you know, like staticky, like a lot of the old textures. And then make it drop fruit, because I think cactus fruit was something people have wanted for quite a while, so we could be like, oh, it was added to this. See, now this is interesting, because this is broken, but I know for a fact that my volume's down very low. I know for a fact that this is naturally generated, because before water lakes were removed, they would just do that with the grass. I'm gonna leave it. It's fine. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. That was significantly faster. Where is the other? Oh. Oh yeah, right. So this... Wait. Oh. Wait, how's that? Is this a treasure chest? Because how is there another chest down there? That would be kind of crazy if it was the case. But I did update this from 1.13, so there might be a little bit of funkiness going on with that. I do need to fix this though, because I just kind of caved in a desert temple. It's my bad. Yeah, also the chest, the way the chest texture was set up is obviously significantly different. Well, not too significantly different, just that was the other way around, apparently. It's unfortunate. I had to do this so close to the village. Thankfully, it didn't actually break that much. Yeah, that'll do it. This is sort of just a rough pass around. I'll make it like nicer on the second one. Might be a little loud. Oh, that's because my blocks is higher than normal. This music is very nice. I really hope you can actually hear it. So I have had significant trouble with audio previously when trying to stream, because it's somehow always too quiet no matter what I do. Oh, that's nice. Mushrooms in your house. There's a very tall house. Yeah, definitely. Redo the outer edge, at least down to the water level. Yeah, maybe a bit lower too. Still dirt down there anyway, so it won't really be anything too different. Yeah, thankfully a lot of this is not particularly messed up. On the second pass around, I'll have to do or redo the grass. Just that get messed up. Yeah, see? The water pools were just... They were everywhere too. Look, one there, there. I kind of understand why they removed them. But I feel like they didn't really need to. They just needed to make them less common. Because they were just like way too common. I broke something over here. What did I do? Yeah, see how this is so close, but they didn't get messed up. Honestly, this is probably something I don't need to do a whole lot on. Oh, that I do. Mineshaft's got a little bit you know what? Not bad. Oh, it's not great. I feel like if I just continue the rings around, probably it'll look very flat. That's not too bad. Oh, here we go. Here's a warning. Need to copy these error messages so I can fix this for next time. I am not going to touch it because I need to stop the stream to do that. I don't feel like doing that again. Oh, yeah, that might be a little bit of a problem. You know what? How many people are going to come back here? Like, it's the Badlands. The edge of the map. I don't know. See, this is more the thing I'm worried about. Oh, wow, that's a very messed up oak tree. Sort of... I didn't like that. Eh, that's fine. Yeah, I do feel like... Oh, I'm honestly... I don't know if I want to fix this technically, because it is kind of cool looking. You could almost put a base to the window facing out. You won't be able to see that. I will not be fixing that because the render distance will be limited to 10, just like on PS3, or at least what the default was on PS3. I don't know if it was actually limited to that, but mine will be. And I won't allow stuff like Voxy that has LODs. That defeats the purpose of the low render distance. Man. Yeah, I really messed up a lot of these. I can't wait to actually play the map and then just be... I know it's going to happen too. I'm just going to keep finding stuff I didn't fix on the edges or something. I like accidentally smudged one of the brushes over here or something. Hey, this is cool. Like total surface spawner. Holy spawners. You got two... That's... They actually look more impressive from the outside. And it's all burning down. Okay. There's a lot of spawners here. Okay, there's 3 spawners here. There's 1 there and 2 there. That would be like a kind of good string farm, I guess. Ah, the square room. My favorite room of the mine shaft. That's really interesting that it's open to the top. I know no one's watching, but if anybody's watching the VOD, please answer this in the comments if you can be bothered. But do you remember playing Minecraft, like older versions, and in desert biomes, there'd be like a spawner really close to the surface, so like the sand would fall in and it'd kind of be like a buried spawner? For some reason, I have nostalgia for that, and I know full well that I never played a version where that was a thing. But for some reason, like I feel whenever I see that, I'm like, ah, good old days. And I'm like, wait, I didn't even play Minecraft then. Dude, let me know if you remember that, because honestly, that's such a cool feature. It kind of sucks that dungeons only spawn so deep down. I mean, it makes sense, but like seeing one in like the side of a mountain, I feel like is so much less common now. Because I do remember that. I don't remember the desert ones. I don't have any memories from like personally finding a desert one. But I do remember finding ones that were just like in the side of a mountain or something. And I don't know, I haven't seen that at all for a very long time. I think I started playing like, it was before, I think it was just before the Nether update. What was that? Was that Village and Pillage? No, wait. I do not remember the order of updates. Wait, no. 1.14. 1.13 was aquatic. 1.14, I think, was Village and Pillage. What was 1.15 then? Because 1.16 was the Nether update. Because 1.17 was the first part of like Caves and Cliffs. Oh, I reckon it's Buzzy Bees. Let me look this up. If I got that right, I would be very impressed. Wait. It was... oh. Yeah. Wait. Also... Yes, it was Buzzy Bees. I love how the first thing I see when I look up that was someone saying, this update's too small on Reddit. Very universal Minecraft player thing to do. Immediately complain about the size of updates. To be honest, I'm always happy with whatever they add, because I'm not in like a super rush to get tons of new features ever. I'm just like, ah, cool. To be honest, I would prefer if they didn't do the drops, because having Minecraft update less frequently was actually great for me, because as someone that makes like resource packs and data packs, having them break like twice as often because the game updates twice as often really sucks. Although they have actually added a lot of really good stuff for data packs and resource packs. There's another double spawner, that's cool. There's a lot of people complain about not enough new features in latest Minecraft updates, but I've actually been like really happy with what they've added, because they've added a bunch of stuff for oh, this actually needs to go down for resource packs and data pack features that we've wanted for quite a while to the later updates. So I'm generally pretty happy with that. I don't play a ton of survival Minecraft, to be honest. I used to, but I've been playing Vintage Story actually lately, and that's kind of what I play for my survival game type thing, because I do like survival games, specifically like sandbox kind of ones. Minecraft's still my favorite because I like to make stuff within it, like code stuff. That's what I really love doing. But in terms of like survival game, Vintage Story is, I don't know if it's better, it's just new, because it kind of feels like playing Minecraft for the first time again. So you just get to a point where you kind of know not know everything you can do, but kind of know too much about the game for it to be as exciting anymore. So I find it far more interesting to make my own stuff within Minecraft than to play the base game, at least survival mode for the most part. I'll play servers and whatnot, that's always fun, but yeah, I certainly prefer to make stuff within it than really play that. I do love playing PS3 though. PS3 edition is super cool. Which is why I chose it to base this off, because I think it's a nice... It wasn't any better or worse than any updates, to be honest. I'm not going to be able to say stuff like that, but it was certainly nice. God, that's the only thing I do like the older ore things. So better than the new ones. But I know they did it for accessibility, and that's obviously good, because you want as many people to be able to enjoy it as possible. Although, we have accessibility, we have obviously subtitles and whatnot, but we have like high contrast block outline and high contrast buttons and everything for like anybody who might have either trouble navigating this or seeing it or whatever. So they could have just made that an option, like probably not high contrast, but like, you know, colorblind, what would you call it? Like easier to see ores? I don't know what you'd call that, but they could have done that, because I do think it was a bit odd to sort of change it. Because I know they, you know, if you've seen any Minecraft spin-off games, you know they really want to update the texture for the creeper, but they can't because it's so iconic. To be honest, I feel like this is so iconic, because it almost seems like diamonds, sort of like when you see them, they kind of lost their glow, so to speak. That sounds awfully poetic, but I think it's true. I think they look less like shiny and crunchy. I don't know if that makes sense. Messed up so many mine shafts. This is so unfortunate. It's the only problem with having... Wow, there is so many spawners. I forgot just how common... I have not seen a full Badlands biome in a really long time, actually. I don't think that's due to any changes. I think that's just sort of luck of where I've spawned in previous servers and whatnot. Generally try to stay away from them, to be honest, because they're not a particularly nice place. Maybe it's worth trying to set up a base in this world when it's finished in the Badlands. So I don't think I've ever done that. Kind of just always put a base. I honestly don't think I have built a base anywhere except the plains since like one of the first servers I played on. I made like this like tree house in a jungle. I think that was like one of the only times I've actually set up anywhere other than just a plains or somewhere very flat. See, now this I'm probably okay to leave. God, yeah, this is not going to be fun. But yeah, this is probably okay to leave stone, just purely because it is... Oh, you see, it's not, though. Maybe it's not. I don't know how to use Axiom properly. Hopefully I can figure that out and just be able to and put in the... It's very... Is it gonna look weird if it's dirt? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. the infinite reach on this is a little bit scary. You can sometimes click things very far away and not notice it, and then go, oh, why is all of that messed up? Also, someone needs to tell me why dark oak... I mean, I have like a texture pack on, but even with the new textures, they kept it the same. Why is dark oak leaves exactly the same as oak leaves? Like, they're not even darker. Like, I know, like, the dark oak refers to, like, the logs, but I feel like it should also refer to the leaves, or at least give, like, the leaves a different shape or something. Because it is kind of weird that, like, dark oak leaves and oak leaves are just identical. Do I not have smooth lighting on, or am I tripping? Smooth lighting's on, right? It is. Oh, I reckon I know what that is. Actually, maybe I don't. Hold on. Because when I imported... No, that looks normal. When I imported the textures to make it look like 1.13, I literally just copied the textures directly from, like, the jar file of the 1.13 version. So these are literally just the exact textures. I didn't even change anything. I just added, like, a pack, MC meta file to tell Minecraft it's a resource pack, and then added it in. I needed to fix a couple of things. The block states was, like, very broken. Or, like, the fences and walls were, like, weird. But once I got rid of that, to be honest, it was, like, pretty much exactly what you're seeing now. Because thankfully, I know the entities is going to be a whole thing to try to fix that, because that has certainly gone through some, yeah, some remodeling. So if I put this on, this is going to be, yeah, the modern outer display, actually on the player. So know for a fact that they did change that around, but they did add... I'm not at all mad about that, because when they changed that around, they added support for basically just what is equivalent of custom... Oh, we don't even use custom model data anymore. I forgot about that, but they added the ability to add in custom armor without having to replace an actual armor set, which was really fun. I've done a fair bit with that. No idea why it does that. Really odd. Oh, that's not great. Suppose the fire's been doing its own deforestation. Oh, these are messed up too, so I'll remove them. What did I just do? I saw something move. What have I done? Oh no. Oh no. Please come back. There we go. See, I'm like, do I do it that way and then accidentally delete something over there? Or do I do it that way and accidentally... Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter what I do to that. Probably the best idea is just to face the sky, so if I miss it, it doesn't actually change anything. really wish I could remove the red outline. It's probably not a texture I can change. I might use the same vignette as the just normal one, which doesn't seem to be a... Is that a survival only thing? That, yeah. Oh, that's only when you're underground, isn't it? I'm stupid, okay. Because generally, if something isn't meant to be changed and you remove it, it tends to mess up other things, unfortunately. That being probably one of them. It's just all getting messed up. Gotta re-put in all these trees later. They're just not all sort of mangled. Excited to see what players do with all the sort of new stuff I add, and to be honest, I have a list of things I want to add, but I'm just gonna sort of add things as I go. It's not just gonna be like random stuff, it's gonna be stuff that like realistically could have happened. Like it is alternate reality, so technically anything goes, but I do want to keep it like kind of within reason. And it's not any, like, specific alternate reality. It's not like, oh, if Notch didn't sell Minecraft or anything like that, because I don't really know enough about that to try to mimic it accurate. Well, not mimic it, but, like, make something believable in that sort of style. So I'm just sort of going off, oh, it's just some alternate reality, which means I can kind of add just random stuff. And stuff like people have wanted or thought was in the game. I don't think I'll add the Aether or anything. Mostly because I don't know how to do that. Well, I do, but I don't want to have to learn how custom dimensions work, to be honest. Maybe another project. But I do have a cool idea, because I always thought this is a very interesting concept. While it is going to be based off 1.13, I will change some things added before that as well, but I am going to keep it like recognizably 1.13 based. Like I will remove features added after that point. To the best of my ability. I can't remove everything. Mostly because I know I will forget stuff. But I have an interesting idea to... So the bottom of Minecraft, like the bottom of the world was increased in 1.17 or 18 or something, I can't even remember, but it was increased. And the bedrock at the bottom, I can actually show you, because part of this was generated before and part of it was generated after. Yeah, so see that line? You can see like a perfect line where nothing intersects, and that's where the bottom of the world used to be. That's why there's so much lava at this level, where there generally wouldn't be, and it's now down there. Which means what I can do... See, look how nice diamonds used to look. Anyway, I don't want to dwell on that, but what I might end up doing is replacing, just doing one big build command, absolutely kill my computer within the world border with world edit or something, and replace all of the deep slate at this level with bedrock, and then add some holes through it and clear out like the entirety of the bottom of here and make like the nether actually below the overworld. So there's like gaps in the bedrock at some points where you can actually go down there, and that's where the nether is instead of entering it the normal way. Just as a bit of a, you know, hey, why is now nether portal working? And then like someone finds that out and it's like just gonna be like a big, very interesting thing. Because the idea is for people to get a kind of going in blind experience. And again, it's just to try to mimic that playing Minecraft for the first time again. Which I look back on and think, oh, I wish I could do that. But realistically, I was like terrified when I played Minecraft for the first time. It was so scary. It was like an Enderman. That's all I remember. I was not prepared. The books did not prepare me adequately. Thank goodness for Axiom. So tell you what, World Edit is good, but just it's so much less like optimized and whatnot than Axiom. Because when I was cutting out these areas, and I only cut them down until like a little bit below sea level. I didn't like go all the way down to bedrock or anything crazy, but I tried to do like a little section of it with World Edit to start, and my computer just couldn't like do it. Like I have a pretty good computer now, so I was like, that's odd. And then I did the same thing with Axiom. Literally, it happened in like, there was like a second of lag, and then it did it. And I was like, oh, okay, well, guess I'm using that. I think it has something to do with the fact that Axiom like deals with the light updates after it does the thing, as opposed to World Edit. I don't see like light glitches before they fix and then it does it. I think it tries to do it all in one go, which is probably why, or at least part of the reason why it did not like doing that. Yeah, the Dark Forest is definitely the worst area. What does it say? Biome? I'm tripping, does that? Wait. There you go. Dark Forest. Yeah, because I for some reason I remember people calling this the Roofed Forest. I mean, I feel like that's the same as the Badlands. Like, this is actually called... Oh, it is actually called the Badlands. Am I... Wait. I could have sworn people started calling it the Mesa. Like, it got changed from Badlands to Mesa. Is that because it was generated in an older version? I feel like that's not how that would work. But I could have sworn that was a thing that happened. I was like, why did they stop calling it the Badlands? That was a cool name. I mean, regardless, I've always called it the Badlands because it's just sounds cool. Man, that is still very amusing. That Z is my zoom key, so when I control Z, it just zooms me in briefly. Wow, okay. Made significantly more progress than I thought I would. Oh no. What did I do? I think I fixed it. You remember, face upwards when I do this so I don't accidentally touch other stuff. This is gonna really suck to try to get rid of. I'm just gonna have to do it. Some of it's intact, but just some of it isn't. Just get rid of it. See what it sounds like when I watch the VOD, but I do think I need to fix my output volume. Because generally, it's too quiet, which is odd, because it's literally, like, on the max. It's actually slightly below the max now, but that's just because I could see that it was picking up background noise. So I kind of put it down a little bit. But I have found that people have been like, why is the stream volume so quiet? I don't know, because OBS audio is like set to the max it can be. Oh, this could be salvaged. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, that's not bad. Let me fix up this side a little bit. I'll admit, there's certain things from both. Well, I use Axiom like predominantly now. I don't really use World Edit as much, but there is still things from World Edit that are really helpful. There's probably a way to do an Axiom, but I just don't really know. So that might just be me not knowing how to do it properly, but I think using just one or the other is fine, but using both is probably the way to go, because there's certain things to do. It's mostly just because I don't know how to do stuff with Axiom, but yeah. Hey, how did that not get messed up? This did. You know what? This might actually be something to do with the switch from old to new generation and not actually the smoothening. Back. That. Interesting to see how Axiom and World Edit sort of have their different ways of accessing certain features. Like Axiom just has this slot on the end to do all this, and obviously the context menu and all the stuff within that. Sorry, not context menu, the builder UI. Sorry, editor UI. Jeez, I cannot remember what it's called. And then World Edit has the old wooden axe, and obviously being able to bind brushes to certain tools. Very cool. Really long song. What is this? Ballad of a little bit of a more. Tune E song. That's not what it's called. Hold on. Upbeat? No. Actually, I might have been incorrect. I don't think Dead Voxel is. Probably should have just used a mask and just removed all the trees with Axiom from the edges before I smoothed them. The majority of the damage is just the trees getting smoothed into the terrain. And I love dandelions. I love the old texture just as much as the new one. Very happy with the effect I was able to get with the world border. It looks a lot more like the older one than the world border. The thing. That's an interesting desert village, like fully out of the desert. I suppose there's a little bit there. There's a witch hut. You'll put a witch hut in. One didn't spawn, but I actually used one of what's his name? IBX Toy Cat. One of his seeds that he had for PS3 Minecraft. It was like a video from like 15 years ago or something. It was like about the sorry, 13 years ago, not 15. About one of the best seeds for that version. Now obviously it's generated significantly differently on the Java equivalent, but it stayed quite similar with a Mesa, sorry, a Badlands and the big spruce, and then it has like a nice corner sort of thing going on. Like this corner's jungle, it's not really a corner, it's the Badlands. This is the savannah, and then you got like a snowy biome there, and then you got like the spruce in the middle. Got some nice swamps and forests in between. That wasn't actually naturally generated there, that woodland mansion. I pasted that in. On the original seed, there was a woodland mansion, but that was one of the obvious differences between the versions that it didn't happen to generate it in on this one. It was also on the Reef Forest is sorry, the Dark Forest is pretty lot bigger on this one than it was on that seed. Oh. We need to fix that. What are these doing out here? How are mobs dying out here? It's really odd. Six. I originally tried to always one of these make the world like the same size as one of the presets on PS3, but it just kept not having everything that I wanted it to, or being like weirdly placed. I don't know how to explain it, but I just ended up making it significantly. Actually, I changed the size a lot. I can't remember if I made it bigger or smaller in the end. This is also a missed opportunity, actually, to make swamp leaves like a different leaf. I don't think I can do that with data packs, but I really want to. Like, I could just substitute the leaves out for a different leaf, like azalea that wasn't added until later version, then retexture it, but I don't think I can get saplings for it to do. It might be worth. It'll be fun to change it to mangrove wood and sort of mangrove. Yeah, but then the mangrove saplings are new, aren't they? Yeah, I still have a lot to figure out with how I'm going to kind of do this. It's going to be a kind of fun to figure that out. That's just a little bit of terrain weirdness. Yeah, now this is going to be the really not fun part. Because jungles are very dense. Okay, thank goodness we kind of only have a little bit. I should be able to finish this in one stream if I go for like an hour and a half or something. I think we're just past 1 hour now. Now 1 hour 13. Thankfully they stopped the guys that were demolishing the building. I think either knocked off for the day or possibly finished what they were doing. They've been actually doing it for a couple of days. It's just kind of weird. Like, how long does it take to knock down a building? I suppose I know nothing about that, so I probably shouldn't comment on the speed of their work. Yeah, this is really annoying. So they just all intersect with each other. The vines. Very annoying. the vines. This is also going to not be a fun part to reforest after finish cleaning up the edge of it. Because it's odd, there's a lot of jungle trees that you can't get by actually growing jungle saplings, like the little... I can't even tell if this is the smearing messing with it, or if this is actually just the ground trees. So you can't get them. So I gotta build them manually. Hello. I am cleaning up the edges of my alternate reality Minecraft map based on PS3 console edition, but on the latest version. So I have texture pack to make the textures 1.13. Yeah, see, because I know this is definitely smeared, but it's also like not actually that smeared. So it just... it's really difficult to know what is smeared and what is not. See, these will be easy to reposition, just big trees, it's just the ground I'm kind of worried about. Love this song. This is cool. Yeah, Alpha. Very adventure-esque song. Also, like, insanely loud. Whenever I play it on my record player, it's like so loud for some reason. Like, the rest of the record is like fine. And like the peak of it is just super loud for no reason. Ooh, I wonder if I can keep that intact while getting rid of this, because it's nice and already on the edge. It'd be really nice to not have to redo that. Wonder how far I'll go with the backporting, like, well, not backporting, sorry, like adding back old features, because I don't know if I'll do cats or if I'll just do... Because you used to tame ocelots to get cats as opposed to actually finding cats, and to be honest, I think that's like kind of cool because it's like the same as how dogs work and how they've always worked. You find a wolf and you give it a bone, then it's a dog. Find a ocelot, you give it a fish and it's a cat. So just kind of finding the cats. You don't really find dogs at villages. Yeah, see, this is definitely smeared, but there's definitely like actual... Yeah, there's definitely like actual trees as well. It's not just smeared from the top. Yeah, get rid of this big one. That's not going to be fun to try to redo. Oh, wow. That was very smeared. Wow, I may be incorrect with my estimation of how long this will take. Because that is a significant amount of jungle still to do. This is definitely the worst biome to do too. Basically, I had to do nothing on the Badlands side. The jungle was very dense. So it did not translate particularly well when it was smeared on the edge. Oh, wow, okay. This is very not good. I feel like leaving most of that's probably fine. Just dense jungle. We'll fill it in there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, there we go. Need to get rid of this. Either a very quiet song or a pause. Oh no, it's the end. We're not doing that one. That's like 10 minutes of just creepy sounds. I say as I play 13. Okay, let's skip that one. There we go. Oh, yeah, this is way more messed up than I thought it would be. Okay, let's just get rid of all of this then. Error. Is this one? It's still. A lot of bitrate. I don't even know if I can do that. Yeah. Keep that little rock part there because I think that's pretty cool. Wanna fill this in a bit. Ah, still more. Oh my god, how much of this is there? Cover it up. Can't see it, it's not there. That's pretty good. Hey, and we kept that intact. It's nice. I want to keep that one intact. These ones, however, really need to go. It's very jarring. I'm sorry about that. Oh no. Oh, I pressed something. What did I press? Sorry, a lot of zoom. Z is my zoom key, which is unfortunate because Control Z also activates my zoom. Whenever I need to go back if I mess something up while editing with Axiom. You got? Can't even tell it was manually fixed. Wow, I still have a lot of this to do. Is that Badlands over there? What is that? Well, that's just like granite or something. I really got to change that. I'm going to change that now. What is my zoom though? Is that Iris? There you go. C. Oh no, what's C bound? No, no. It's fine. Yeah. Better than just going like this every time I need to control Z. This is really cool. Nice little cave bit. Honestly, the best way to make Minecraft look better without shaders and mods or anything is just lower your brightness down to moody. Because when you put it up and it's bright, everything just looks really like flat. It looks fine, it looks nice, but like that doesn't look so good. But as soon as you bring it down to moody, it looks like it's actually like shadows. One directional, just straight from above, but you know, still nice. Honestly, it's a good sort of in between for anybody who likes shaders but like doesn't really play with them because it feels a bit too much at some points. What's this song? I like this. Blocks. No, I need to get rid of these two. I don't know if I'll go too crazy on reforesting the very edges. Because to be honest, it kind of makes sense that it comes to an end just before sort of the... I don't need to fix that. That shouldn't... The biome shouldn't be spilling that far out. But definitely putting grass and such back in. Because it is lacking that quite severely a lot of the places. I wish Axiom just had a feature to just like do just grass, just like a grass brush, like built in. I know there's a way to do stuff like that, but I don't know how to do it. I'll just look it up, but I don't want to actually have to put in effort, you know? Oh, that might be like very perfectly on the edge, which allows me to sort of do some some of this. Oh, that's not right. Some of this, and some of this. Then remove this bit down here. Melons. Well, see, I kind of like the older melon texture. I feel like the new one is like a little too sort of, I don't know how to explain it. It's like very contrasty. Which is funny because a lot of the old textures were more sort of like that. This is one of the ones that I think they did well. Like, it's not super, like, watermelon-ish. It's just kind of like, because it's not watermelon, it's just melon. It's just some sort of miscellaneous melon. Which is good that they kind of have a distinct, because it's a bit yellowy, which is nice. As opposed to like the bright green that the new one is, because I feel like even the new one shouldn't be that brighter green. Be a bit darker. I suppose they probably did that to make it stand out from the rest of the jungle, because it would be kind of hard to see otherwise. Chair is very creaky. Save this one. That needs to be removed. Lucky the cats didn't have full damage. Earth did that? What? That's gotta be just the world gen being weird because of the update. Definitely was not cut that far in. It is certainly got a little bit messed up. I think I can do a little bit of a thing. I just... Okay. Good as new. water, like the little lakes or ponds are crazy. They just spawn anywhere. Mess up. This wasn't even me messing this up, it's just the lake. Ooh, this is gonna take a while. I think I shall finish that off stream since we are approaching 2 hours. Oh no, it just ticked over to 2 hours. Yep, we have passed 2 hours. Yeah, I hope everybody has enjoyed the all 13 people that were here at one point. Can't make any promises on like actually streaming regularly, but I do want to do something like that, perhaps. I've been working on like a decently YouTube adjacent project in the background that is not actually a Minecraft adventure map. I'm very excited to show you guys about, but I need more time to set that up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed.